Hello friends, it's me again, as you probably noticed by the title. This video is kind of inspired by Cheryl Blossom from Riverdale. I've been obsessed with the show since it came out, and I love Cheryl Blossom's makeup and I love her bold red lip, so I thought I'd kind of interpret that in two different ways, her daytime look and her nighttime look. And basically this is my tutorial showing you how I do it. And I'm starting off with my brows, and of course, like every other time I do my brows, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown. And I'm basically just drawing a line on top, drawing a line underneath, and filling it in between, but making sure that it fades nicely at the front. Her brows are a lot straighter than mine and a lot lighter, so I did them a lot lighter than I usually would normally. And I tried to straighten them out as much as I could without it making my face look like completely weird, I guess. And then I'm going in with an oval brush underneath just to smooth out the edges and make it look more neat and flawless, which I definitely am not. I'm just going adding in some concealer where I need to. This concealer was from Sephora and Fair. And then I'm just adding little hairs at the front. And then I'm going in with my Cover FX primer. Basically just adding it in to the spots most needed on my cheeks and on my forehead, and then I'm rubbing it in with my hands because I'm lazy and didn't have a makeup brush. And then I'm using an oval brush to smooth it all out. Again, I'm not sure where I got these, my friend got me them. I use a smaller one for around the eyes just because it's easier to get into all those little crevices. And then a bigger one on my cheeks and my forehead, just to smooth it into the hairline. And then I'm going in with my Urban Decay Primer Potion, as usual. Again, this stuff is my life. Before this, I don't know what I did. And then I'm just adding my Loreal Mercier powder, just going over my eyelids lightly. So that's kind of one of the looks I'm going for. You can see with her eyes, she kind of has a brownish edge. So it was like a purple shimmer and then a really light shimmer in the middle. And for this look, I'm using two different palettes. I'm using the Shaaanxo palette, and then I'm also using the Morphe 35T. I used the Shaaanxo, the orangey color, to go in the transition shade just a little bit, but then I added a brownie color from the Morphe. I'm going in with a denser brush just to make the crease a little bit more bolder. And I'm blending it out. And then I'm just using a giant fluffy brush to blend out where I packed in that color in the crease there. Again, I use the 35T palette just for the crease there. And I'm blending up. But I'm not blending as far up as I usually would because her eyes are not as hooded as mine. Mine's are pretty hooded, so I blend really far up to make the appearance of bigger eyes. And for the shimmer on her lids, I actually used the color Iced from the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, and then I went in with some shimmery shades from the Shaaanxo palette as well. And I'm just packing it on like I usually do, and I place eye drops on the back of my hand, and then I dip a dense brush on the back of my hand in the eye drops, and then I place it on my lid to pack it on there, and I keep packing on the color until I like it. Normally I would have packed on more color, but I'm trying to imitate Cheryl Blossom's look here, so I didn't want to make it too sparkly. And then I'm just using the Covergirl Age Rewind concealer stick, and I'm placing it in my T-zone and on my chin, on my forehead, on my cheeks, and I'm blending it out with the brush I got from the dollar store and a beauty blender. And then I'm just putting some setting powder on top, L'Oreal Mercier as per usual. And then I'm curling my lashes. This is just a Joe Fresh brand. It was like $5 at Shoppers and it was a pretty good price and it works nicely. I'm curling both my lashes. It actually makes quite a difference. And then I'm adding Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And then I'm using the Benefit Hoola bronzer. And I start by kind of making a line down my cheekbones, and then I blend it out a little bit more, and then I use a little bit more of a fluffier brush that I got from Ed Hardy, and I blend it out up my cheekbones and down my jawline. And then I'm using the Love Flush blush from Too Faced. I love this, as you can see. My facial expressions, it is so pretty and so sparkly and just so perfect. I should have gotten full size, but it was a Christmas package that I got it in with a Too Faced lip injection lip gloss. I'm blending everything out and I'm adding some highlighter. That makes it seem like I'm putting a marker on my face. I'm putting some highlight on my cheeks as well. And then I've got this from Sephora from a friend. It's like a trio. It's like a highlighter, a bronzer, and a blush. And I'm just using the blushy color to kind of blend the amount of blush that I put on my cheeks with the highlighter, because I didn't put quite a bit of blush on my cheeks because she does have quite a bit of blush in the show. And then I'm just highlighting the tip of my nose, the corners of my eyes, and on my Cupid's bow just to brighten things up. And then I'm using the NYX Wonder Pencil to go in and tight line underneath my eyes. Makes the eyes look bigger. And you can leave it looking like this without putting any falsies on, but I'm extra, so I'm putting some falsies on. And I'm using the Kiss 11 lashes, and then I'm using some tweezers that I got from Ardell. And those are just some regular tweezers, also by Ardell actually. And I'm placing it close to the lash line, pressing my lids together. And for lips, I'm doing two colors like I was saying earlier. I'm starting out with a more nudie pink color, and this palette's from BH Cosmetics. It's really nice. I love the colors. I wish I had individual ones of them though, because it sucks when you put on a color in the morning and then you go out and then you don't have the full size to reapply throughout the day because it's so nice. I guess it's more of a darker nude, but yeah. And I'm just using this brush I got. I think it's like a Quo brand. Again, sometimes I line my lips, sometimes I don't. Just how I feel that day, and I was gonna wipe this look off right after I filmed this anyways, so it didn't really matter. And this is the daytime Cheryl look. I got a choker from Ardennes. I feel like that's still a debate, but I'm gonna go with Ardennes because that's what I've always said. And she wears one just like it in the show in episode 3. And then I just got a red dress and then a leather jacket like she looks like in episode 3. You can kind of see how the outfit looks here. And then I just curled my hair with a 1-inch barrel curling iron. And then when I did the front of my hair, I kind of curled my bangs, I guess you could say, like the front of my hair up and then around. Instead of just curling the bottom of my hair, I curled straight to the root of it as well. And then from the Shaaanxo palette, I'm using these lipsticks here. Again, I'm just applying this on my lips with a regular lip brush. It did come out much redder than I thought. I haven't really used this palette much. So later on I do go in with a darker color. The darker color is Maybelline in the color Plum. And she has pretty big lips in the show, and my lips are naturally a little bit bigger, but I kind of just overlined them just a little bit just to have the appearance of them looking bigger. And then I touched it up with some oval brushes. And as you can hear by the song, I thought it'd be relevant because the last episode, episode 5, they played this song as Cheryl's kind of walking down the aisle to her brother's casket, and I loved this song, so I'm, you know, playing it while I'm showing you the finished look. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun doing it, and it was probably one of my favorite looks so far. And let me know what you think in the comments, and hit subscribe if you know, maybe kind of like me.